Welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings YouTube, Atheist Community, and Stickam Fun. And yes, there was Stickam Fun. Maybe I'll do Stickam first. It was a pretty good night, in spite of the, the air, the doom that was in the air. Like it was going to be horrible with all the anger that people were throwing at each other. But it really was pretty good. Some heated moments, but, it made for a good conversation on that whole pornography and prostitution thing, and, whether or not the human race can do better than just turning it into some sort of, let's all be free to be exploited and exploitinists. And, I think we can do better. But anyway, it was a good argument. And then we got into the, Karina's she's incredible. She's such a, if you ever have a war, you got to have her as like one of them old sergeants or something. You don't want to be a general because then you get fat and lazy. But, she's just she just doesn't give up. She just fights and fights. And, she was just taking this all on, and she was doing it. I think she still lost, but, she's just a hell of a fighter. And then we got on to the religion stuff and, burkas and cartoons and such. And, I'm not really big on fighting insanity with insanity. So, the whole idea of, like, let's cartoon each other, is kind of stupid. And the whole threading the might makes right kind of argument that, we got nuclear bombs and we got a big military, and so, don't fuck with us, we're right because of that. We're obviously right. And that's just kind of bullshit. We're the one trespassing on their land. They have a right to be pissed off, and all this religion shit is just veiling a lot of politics. It's really not about the religion. It's about the politics. And if the roles were reversed, there'd be a lot of Christian fundamentalists using that fundamentalism to get people's, get them, whatever the word is. I'm too tired to come up with the word. It has something to do with their balls, but I don't know what it would exactly have the word for that would be. But it would stimulate them into action through fanatic, fundamentalist, loony rhetoric. And that's what we'd be using. We've seen it in this country. We've seen the red baiting and the other bullshit that people resort to, to justify things. So anyway, that's enough of Stickam. In the end it was all about sex and perversion and shit, and that was a little bit, that was a little fucked up. Kind of hoping that guy who puts the Stickam on in videos, if he misses that last 3 hours, I'd appreciate it, or last 2 hours. But whatever, it is what it is. I always feel weird, like, should I post a link to those videos or not? Because, man, I don't mind watching my usual videos, but those Stickam videos, I watch them and sometimes I say, man, what a fucking asshole. But, whatever, people show up, so, not much else I can say. Alright, so anyway, this straight dope asshole, oh, look at him, did a really bad video. Of course it was a bad video. He's a little cheap coward, and, it's just these people who, they ridicule somebody else's appearance or their mannerisms, and he doesn't have the guts to put himself in videos, and he just steals other people's images and does this little game he plays. And but it was just such a dumb argument against Mannix the Pirate. Mannix the Pirate's an asshole, so okay, the last little bit of his video was a good little bit of ponage. But it's just that the whole idea, you can take one sentence that somebody said and you can come up with some kind of perversion, any insult that anybody's ever thrown, any ad hominem that anybody throws at somebody else, you could probably invert it to find some circumstance where it applies to the other guy, and so it's just kind of a bullshit tactic. But the real part that bugged me was, I'm not a big fan of e-begging, but he made this, it was just such a slimy comparison. Like all e-beggars are somehow the amazing atheist or Cody Weber, and that just isn't the reality. Those are specific people who did specific kind of deception, but most people who sit there and say donate aren't fucking people over. They're just saying, look, I spend some time making these videos, I try to be entertaining, it'd be nice if I got paid for it, something, and then I'll keep doing it, but if I'm not getting anything for it, I really probably should take care of my real life and do some other things and all that kind of crap, and it's completely a reasonable argument. And for him, his argument was, well, if you become a partner, then it's okay. And that's like, so corporation, yes, if you make money for the corporation selling corporate advertising, that is censoring YouTube. This is the guy supposed to be so big on free speech. It is the advertisers who are censoring YouTube. And so he's saying those advertisers, we should give them more power. We should make them finance this website and encourage people to make content. And if somebody does it and finds incentive through some other mechanism that isn't related to that corporate mechanism, that somehow they're playing foul. It was just a stupid, slimy, petty argument. But he's a stupid, slimy, petty person. He had to come up with an excuse to make a ponage video, and it was lame bullshit. It was just crap. So anyway, enough of that asshole. And Thunderfoot favored his video. Yeah, something I learned. I found out that you can trace people's comments. You know, if you click on a at, you know, when they make a comment, it's like at somebody. If you click on the at thing, you can see all the person's comments for that day, or for at least for the last 12 hours or so, or something like that. That's sort of an interesting feature, so I learned some things today by doing that clicking. And so I did make a tool, I'll explain later, I'll post a link to it, that actually lets you just select text or select a name, and it'll go to the comment page and post it by order of, you know, by when it was posted. So it's kind of a nice little bookmark-y thing, whatever. But anyway, we'll get to that later, because, you know, I got other stuff to talk about. Veritas guy, yes, that's another thing I learned through the comment thing. It really is a good feature, because I wouldn't have known he's bailing again. And, you know, he's got legitimate reason, you know, somebody threatened him, but I really wish he would take this, you know, I mean, he said he contacted the appropriate whatevers, but I mean, this is the kind of thing that should be prosecuted by somebody. You know, I mean, somebody sends you a private message with your wife's cell phone number and your mother and your grandmother and your dog's name and all this other crap. They're doing it to intimidate you, to scare you, to extort you, and that's against the fucking law, and they should be prosecuted as the goddamn terrorists that they are. I mean, that's just such a lame bullshit. But I thought Veritas's video was kind of lame. Like, I'm not going to make any more. I'm going to make less YouTube videos and blah blah blah. But here's my website, and I'm going to be, you know, whatever. I don't know if he's selling DVDs. I'm not sure, but you know, it's just kind of lame to, you know. Well, yeah, I'm still going to be over here producing content. I mean, what is that shit? So that didn't make much sense. I mean, if you're worried about a threat, then I don't understand remaining accessible. But whatever. It just doesn't matter. It just seemed kind of bogus to me. Alright, the collaboration video, that's what's posted here. So I did make a video just suggesting that people should, you know, for the population control subject. So in the next week or so, if people could just read the little text and, you know, send a private video and blah blah blah, and we'll put video clips together of people doing it, and it'll be very nice, and hopefully more than, you know, 2 or 3 people will chip in, but we'll see. So I'll post a link to that video. What else did I do? Okay, and then I did post a video on the, yeah, man, I'm really tired. I didn't get any sleep today at all. The virtual reality channel, all for VR. So I'll post a link to that. So, you know, it's not a great video, but it's just, you know, it's a video. Yeah, that's the comment search, and that's irrelevant, and that's irrelevant. Oh yeah, I do have anniversaries, some more number things. Like I did get the 2 millionth view from a video view, so that's kind of a nice little landmark. I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers, and the 13th, May 13th, was my 3-year anniversary on YouTube. Yay! So yeah, I mean, I owe a whole bunch of whatever commemorative videos. Yeah, commemorative. That's a good word. I like that, commemorative videos. Yeah. So, yeah, I just got to come up with something brilliant, and I just haven't been doing that lately. I've just been so busy and blah, blah, blah. So, hopefully, I'll be doing those. I would like 4 anniversary videos, you know, commemorative videos. We call commemorative videos. So, anyway, this new little tool I was talking about, I'll make a demonstration here, maybe. So, you could just, like, you could select text, like this dopey text that might turn into a screen name, you know, like channel comments. Well, that sounds like it almost might be somebody's name. The little tool, so you select the text, well, it's down there, so you can't see it, so that's not very helpful, so I'll move it up here. Okay, so I selected the text, and then all I have to do is hit this little button, and it pops up this new window. Alright, see? And it has the comments for that screen name on YouTube. And see, it removed the space. It'll remove 2 spaces, so it put channel comments together. So obviously you can do it, like you don't have to close the window if you stay on YouTube, but you know, I could just take a word like, well, you know, I don't do much commenting, so I should take somebody else's. Old Hacks, that's a good one, yeah. So I could just select Old Hacks'. Well, see, the trick is, you know, selecting names is sometimes a bitch, because, you know, you end up with the image or something. You have to just select the name, and then hit the tool, and it should change the window over here to Old Hacks' comments, and it did. So it did actually work, and it brings it to the forward here. We don't need this thing in the way. So, you know, there's his most recent comments by Old Hacks, the videos he's commented on. Some guy taking a shit. Yeah. 4-year-old girl. Yeah. Okay, well, we know what he says. Anyway, yeah, so it's a pretty cool feature, I think. If you don't select any text, then it'll open a little, it should ask you, see, like that. So then you can just type in a username and hit OK, and you'll be off to that username. So, it's a pretty good little tool, I think. And so the link is posted below to the tool page on the website. It's the top one on the top of the page, so that's the tool to bookmark And there's instructions on the page if you need instructions, regarding the other tools. But the tool that this is about is the one at the top of the page. All right, so I got that out of the way. Yeah, I think that covers it. I mean, there is other stuff, but I forget it. I'm so damn tired that it probably doesn't matter. I know there was something else on my mind, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, well, I don't remember, so it's probably enough for the video. All right, maybe I can speed it up and just make it a one-parter. Oh, I got a hiccup. Sorry. Yeah, but young people did make videos. John the Flipper guy, I think he did. Oh, I don't remember. So sorry, I don't remember. So whatever. Yeah, I mean that's all I can think of at the moment. Yeah, I'm really tired. Really tired. Okay, so until next time.